What's up, adventure travelers? We are here in India, New Delhi. I'm currently in an area called Connaught Place, which is an amazing bit of architecture. It's a circular, it's a colonialist building, and it's circular with a park in the middle. You can see the Roman columns in behind me, and they go on in a circle, obviously, and inside they have shops and restaurants and stalls and little market stalls there, as you can see. It's not the most well maintained, unfortunately, but that's what you get. I was here 5 years ago. I don't think I went into, oops, there's the sun. I don't think I went into the park in the middle. So that'll be a thing to do today. It's a public holiday today in Delhi. It's Brother and Sister Day. Who knew? Shout out to Gina and Sonia, my sisters. Next a shout out to Gina and Pete, my brother-in-law, for their donation to the IHC. And while we're on it, shout out to Carol and Wendy, also for their donation to the IHC. So thank you everyone, and welcome to India. After swearing off tuk-tuks in Bangkok, day one in India, I find myself in a tuk-tuk. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. A street vendor convinced me to go to some local Indian markets and check it out. So I've got some time to kill, and they quoted me 30 rupees, which is 60 cents, so you can't go wrong really, can you? One thing I'll say about Delhi though is that it's very green. It might be polluted, but there's trees and greenery everywhere. Nice one, Delhi. Well, that was the biggest ever. What I thought was I was going to an outdoor market with more of a local flavour. I went to some bad shop full of gold bloody models of the Taj Mahal and all that and I told you never to trust tuk-tuk drivers. Anyway, another tuk-tuk, another. That's what you get as a tourist. The other bad news is the lovely looking park behind me is closed today because it's the Brothers and Sisters National Holiday. So, here you go. Here's a little squirrel just doing his thing. So after that little rant about tuk-tuk drivers, where do I find myself 3 minutes later? In a tuk-tuk, of course. Well, I want to go to this place called Humayunstomb, and I price checked it on the Uber, and it was around the same as the Uber, so, and it was right there in front of me, but you never know what's in store. I mean, you never know what's in the store, not what's in the store. Speak English, man. Here we are at Humayun's tomb. With the bloody masses. So Humayun was a Muslim emperor, and he built the temple, or his wife actually built the temple for him in the 1500s. Now these buildings behind me are not the tomb. Did I say temple? I meant tomb. They are not the temple themselves, they're just the perimeter buildings, but they're pretty impressive in their own right. It's a shame that these outdoor areas, the perimeter areas, aren't as well maintained. But even the walls, let's zoom in, even the walls around the outside, it's all very epic and ancient. So that building I just showed you is another entranceway building that we have to go through. Pretty impressive in its own right. And it just keeps on going. Even the walkway to the tomb, massively impressive. It's very cool. Now here's something interesting I've just seen. These stars up there are the Stars of David, which is the sign of Judaism. So I need to do a little bit of theological study here to find out why the Stars of David, I mean they're all Abrahamic religions, right? But why the Stars of David on an Islamic temple? Wow. Here it is. Surrounded by beautiful ponds and fountains, as you can see behind me, and beautiful grounds as well. Trees and manicured lawns. Coming back to the tomb itself. So Humayun's tomb is the first tomb on the Indian subcontinent, and also the first major structure to be built out of red sandstone. It was designed by a Persian architect and his architect's son, which makes me even more excited about going to Iran and seeing what's over there. Quick shout out to Aram, my Iranian travel guide, who's helped me with my visa and all sorts. And if anybody wants to know or wants some help to get to Iran, drop me a line in the comments below and I will give you Aram's contact details. She's awesome. Okay, I'm here up on the balcony of the tomb, and as you can see, it's there behind me, and looking out over the entranceway in the gardens. Check this out. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. That's the entranceway we came through. There's the gardens. There's that side. Incredible. Welcome to Delhi. There's another old peripheral building in behind me, and it's pretty awesome. Sometimes they're better not renovated. They look old and lots of character. Here it is. Pretty awesome. So after doing a bit of Googling, it seems the six-pointed star is a symbol of planetary alignment in ancient India. Well, ancient India, 500 years ago. So it's not the Star of David at all. There you go. You learned something new today. Aren't you happy you tuned in? So the entrance fee for foreigners is 600 rupees. So that's about 12 New Zealand dollars, about $7 US, and it's 40 rupees for locals. And it's nice to see people not just crawling all over the buildings, but they're taking time out on the grass, see behind me, and just chilling out. There's quite a few stray dogs around the place, and generally just having a good time. Anyway, I've taken quite a lot of video, and I need to figure out how to trim that down to 30 seconds, or else you're all gonna click out to some funny cat videos falling in the swimming pool. But I'll leave you with this parting shot of the gate. There it is. Even the exit gates are impressive. And I hope you all enjoyed Humayun's tomb. So this is the kind of madness you get on the Delhi streets when you get outside of anywhere. bloody crazy, and I don't know where I'm going to get an Uber from, but I'm not getting another tuk-tuk, that's for sure. So I asked the tuk-tuk driver if he could take me to the stadium metro. He said yes, so he took me to the nearest metro, and we are now on the way to the stadium metro. Straight through, yep. And I'm navigating, as you can hear. And I just can't get a break with a tuk-tuk driver. What's up, adventure travelers? I had to move out of the hotel by the airport because, where's the sun? Because it was full. So I came to a local hotel, and man, this place is madness. I knew it was, but just a reminder. Check this out. So long story short, I went to the petrol station this morning with a 2-litre drink bottle and a funnel, and they wouldn't serve me. They only put petrol into petrol containers. So being 9 o'clock in the morning, nothing is open. Anyway, luckily I went for a wander around last night, and amongst the restaurants I saw some plastic container shops, and I went there, closed, looked around some more, went back, it was open. So I'm being picked up in half an hour, but I have to get back to the Ibis Hotel. So I'm cutting it pretty fine. This is where my hotel is, eh? Look at this. Luxury travel. Alrighty, we've made it to the freight company, and here we are. Here is the bike, still all crated up. So we're going to have to unpack it and get it all together, but it's good to be back with the bike. Okay, so we have the bike out of the crate, and it's missing the chain lube, the air filter lube, and what else? Oh, my WD-40. But they left the engine oil in there, so go figure. Anyway, we're going to put the bike together now and ride off into the sunset. The bike lives again. Alright. And we are off in India, New Delhi. Alright, I'm just outside the airport, and I've got to admit, I'm pretty nervous about riding around Delhi. It's just madness, and it's hard to know where to go. Gate 14. The general rule of thumb is just go slow and expect it to take twice as long to get where you're going as Google says, and you should be right. Just got to allow for stoppages and getting lost and all that sort of stuff. Well, we're on some semi sort of expressway, and so far so good. Doesn't seem to be too mental or hectic, but I know once we get on the country roads, it's gonna be, you wait and see. I've been here before. It's pretty crazy. It's gonna be Cambodia-esque, but with an Indian flavour. So hang on to your seats and let's go see India. And I've ended up just around the corner from the hotel I stayed in last night. I'm not sure where this neighbourhood sits on the scale of things, but man, you got to wonder what the slums are like. Far out. It's definitely as bad as Indonesia, just in a slightly different way. Man, look at it. Unbelievable. I just saw a couple of smiling, laughing kids. Not many of the adults are very smiley.
you can understand why, if you're stuck here living in this, I don't know if I'd be the most jovial chappy on the planet. Look at those bricklayers, far out. And the roads are starting to fall apart. Oh, we've still got tarmac. That's all for now. Wow, what a day. Day one on the bike in India. So, as you saw, I wrestled my way through the Delhi traffic and I made a beeline for a bike supply shop. Anyway, got myself some chain lube and some other bits and pieces. It's been quite a stressful day, and I am now in an overpriced, well, when I say overpriced, over my budget. I can't afford to spend sort of more than 40-50 bucks a night on hotels, or else I'll be broke before I get to Europe. Anywho, I wanted somewhere nice to stay after quite a draining day, and had a nice shower. And tomorrow I continue on the road to Amritsar.